It's 5:00 a.m. The sky is still dark, and the world around her is silent. While most people are still wrapped in sleep, she's already up. In a tiny room, she quietly sets up her phone, ties her hair back, and begins filming. She doesn't have a fancy camera, no ring light, and no editing team. Just an old phone, a small window of time before her day job begins, and a dream she refuses to give up on. Every morning, before her 9 to 5, she creates reels in secret, whispering to the camera so her parents don't wake up. No one knows she's doing this. For 29 days, she posts consistently. No results. The highest view count is 48. No comments. No likes. Nothing but silence. Still, she keeps going. Then, on day 30, something happens. Her reel suddenly hits 80,000 views. Notifications begin to flood in. Comments appear. 2 small brands reach out. It wasn't luck. It wasn't a trending sound. It wasn't even the algorithm. She had changed something, and that made all the difference. Now here's the question. What exactly did she do differently? What made Instagram finally notice her? And more importantly, how can you do the exact same thing, even if you're starting with 0 followers, no budget, and just a few minutes a day? Because in the next few minutes, I'm going to walk you through every step she took. The method that helped her break through the noise, the subtle mistakes almost every creator makes, and how you can completely shift your Instagram game without burning out or chasing trends you don't believe in. Miss this, and you might keep spinning your wheels for months. Stick around, and you'll finally see what actually works. Let's start with the biggest myth, because what you think gets views might be the very thing holding you back. Let me tell you what she didn't do. She didn't buy fake followers. She didn't blindly follow what viral creators were doing. She stopped copying and started learning. And the first thing she changed was her opening. Rule number 1: hook like a movie. Trailer. For weeks, her reels started with the same words, "Hey guys, today I'm going to talk about," and viewers would scroll past before she even got to the point. But the moment she opened with curiosity, this one trick took my reel from 300 to 30,000 views. People paused. They watched. And Instagram noticed. Think about it. You wouldn't watch a Netflix series that starts with 5 seconds of awkward rambling. Your hook is your title, your pitch, your entry point. Make it count. Now, the next shift she made wasn't just what she said, but how often the screen changed. Rule number 2: use the rule of retention. She learned the hard way that static reels kill attention. So, she added movement every few seconds, a close-up, a text animation, a beat drop, a zoom. Every 3 seconds, something changed. And that change kept people locked in. Your reel has to breathe. Think of it like a heartbeat. If it stays flat too long, it dies. Rule number 3: niche clarity equals view clarity. She used to post everything: morning routines, random food shots, motivational quotes, beauty tips, all over the place. But the day she decided to own one niche, everything changed. She picked content for beginner creators and stuck to it. Because here's the truth, if your reel is about everything, the algorithm doesn't know who to show it to. But when you speak to one type of person with clarity, Instagram knows where you belong, and your views start aligning. Rule number 4: use the right hashtag stack. She used to throw 30 hashtags on every post. Hashtag love, hashtag instagood, hashtag girlboss, hashtag morning vibes. None of them helped. Then she switched to a system. 2 trending hashtags, 2 niche-specific ones, and 1 personal or branded tag she used every time. That combination created both reach and recognition. She even created her own hashtag, and now, her audience uses it too. Hashtags are not the game, but when used right, they play a smart supporting role. Rule number 5: trend twist equals win. When she saw a trending sound, she stopped copying the same joke everyone else was doing. Instead, she used it to deliver her tip. One of her biggest reels used a dance track, but instead of dancing, she added text explaining 3 ways to make Instagram push your reel. That twist? It stood out. Because following trends makes you a shadow. Twisting them makes you a standout. And that's what she finally became: someone worth watching, someone worth following. Now here's where 90% of creators go wrong, not because they lack creativity, but because they ignore the details that quietly control their reach. This is what she learned next, and these are the lessons that truly shifted her results. 1. Post when people are scrolling, not sleeping. She used to post randomly, early morning, late night, in between lunch breaks. And every time, she wondered why no one saw her content. But the truth is, timing isn't just about luck, it's about when people are mentally available to consume. The golden hours? 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. and 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. These are your audience's scroll windows, breaks, commutes. End of day unwind time. That's when engagement peaks. And if you're not testing your own region's data, you're gambling with your content. It's not about posting more. It's about posting when the door is open. 2. Use native tools, because Instagram is watching. Here's a truth no one talks about. Instagram knows when you upload a polished, externally edited video, and it doesn't always like it. Why? Because it wants you to use its tools. When she started adding her text, captions, and cuts within Instagram, her reach improved. Why? Native editing keeps users inside the app longer, and Instagram rewards that behavior. Even if your video is edited outside, make small changes inside Instagram. It's not just strategy, it's smart psychology. 3. Your thumbnail shouldn't be a poster, it should be a teaser. This one was a game changer. Her old thumbnails looked perfect, clear, sharp, beautiful. But beautiful doesn't get clicks. Curiosity does. When she switched to thumbnails that asked a question, revealed a cliffhanger, or froze a moment mid-action, her click-through rate jumped. She stopped posting thumbnails that said Instagram tips and started using ones like, "Why your reels get 0 views," with her face frozen mid-sentence. Because a great thumbnail doesn't explain, it provokes. And that's what makes people tap. These tiny adjustments? They might not seem dramatic. But in the game of Instagram, attention is a currency, and these are the moves that make it multiply. She didn't go viral overnight. She didn't have a team, a budget, or a background in content. What she had was a decision to show up when no one was clapping, to create even when the numbers didn't. If you feel like nobody's watching your content right now, I get it. It's exhausting to put your energy into something and see silence in return. But views don't define your value. And sometimes, the algorithm isn't broken, you're just one shift away from being seen. The moment you stop creating for validation and start creating for people, the algorithm begins to follow you. Not the other way around. Drop your reel link in the comments, I'll give feedback personally. And if you're tired of hearing the same recycled tips that never work, follow this channel. Here, we don't chase trends, we build creators who last. You don't need to be viral. You need to be consistent. You need to be intentional. And most importantly, you just need to be you. If you're serious about growing on Instagram the right way, without hacks, fake followers, or wasting hours, you're in the right place. At Dreamy Digital, we turn creators into brands and brands into movements. Follow Dreamy Digital for real strategies, expert insights, and creative systems that actually work. No fluff, no shortcuts, just the digital growth you deserve. Drop your reel link in the comments below, we'll give you honest, constructive feedback. And don't forget to save this video. Because results don't come from watching, they come from doing. Dream smarter, create louder, grow with Dreamy Digital.